So I know I did say I was going to play Crash Bandicoot, the first game, after I finished Uncharted 2, but it recently occurred to me that there are two aspects of the original Dishonored game that I have not recorded. And with the recent announcement at E3 that there will be a sort of expansion to the sequel Dishonored 2 called Dishonored: The Death of the Outsider, where we will be playing as Billie Lurk and possibly Daud, I felt that it was high time we go back and revisit the original Dishonored and try our luck at both of the DLC campaigns that were released for it. So, if we go into Dishonored, the downloadable content, we have the Knife of Dunwall, and the Knife of Dunwall, I should say, and the Brigmore witches. In both of these games, you play as the assassin Daud, who was the guy who killed the Empress in the first game, if you remember. And in here, and it's really interesting what they did with the DLCs, is that they actually made the story and characters of the DLC relevant in Dishonored 2, because in Dishonored 2, the main villain is Delilah. And she's a character that is introduced and faces off against Daud in the DLC. So it's nice that the DLC actually impacted parts of Dishonored 2. And so I thought that was cool, and we are going to play both of these DLC campaigns, the first of which is the Knife of Dunwall. Cool. So let us start the Knife of Dunwall. Let's see, our novice and elite. I'm gonna go with veteran. Now, I have played them before, I just didn't record them, but now we are going to record it. The first time I played through both of these DLCs, I did high chaos. Today, I will be doing low chaos. See what changes. You can't forget what you've done. Killing the Empress and handing her daughter Emily to the Lord Regent haunts you.
One more job shouldn't have mattered. I'd killed nobles before. You could float a whaling ship, and the high-born blood I've spilled.
So yeah, Michael Madsen is the voice of Daud. He was also the voice of Carver in The Walking Dead Season 2. God, I love hearing his voice. It's so cool.
Why should an empress be different? But she was. I watched her bodyguard's face as they took him away. Dead eyes. I knew I'd pay for this one. Maybe I deserved it. Storm was coming that would shake apart everything I'd built.
No! Get away from her! Corvo! Mommy!
We are in the void. I want to go back here for a second. Anything I can do to interact? The phone letter. You killed her, you killed her, you killed her, you killed her. Yep. Now that's also what Corvo sees when he first enters the void and visits with the outsider. We have dark vision and blink. Oh, it's called void gaze for Daud, that's correct. And for Corvo it's dark, like it's that vision, but in this one it's void gaze, and it actually allows you to see runes and bone charms, while with Corvo you had the heart which detected it, and that was its own separate thing. Currently, there are no runes or bone charms to be found. And time stops for Daud when he does it. At least when he's moving. Which also prevents the the meter from recharging if you do it. That was something that was given to Corvo in Dishonored 2, but is not in the original Dishonored. The ability to stop time with blink.
Daud, my old friend. It's been a long while, but you've got my interest again. How the years pass and the bodies fall. Did you know that there are only 8 like you in the world, bearing my mark? I'm here because you're right. The Empress was different. This time, you can't just fade away into the shadows. There will be consequences. Your story is close to ending, and even you can't escape it. But what ending will you make for yourself? I'm here to give you one last gift, Daud. It's a mystery. One that starts with a name. Delilah.
The Rothwild Slaughterhouse. And so we also get some new, like, some new weapons, like choke dust is one of them. A captain of industry. Bundry Rothwild is a ruthless businessman who owns a slaughterhouse and a fleet of whaling ships, including a ship called the Delilah. Infiltrate the Rothwild slaughterhouse and find out what's behind the name.
For 6 months, the city writhed and changed. For 6 months, I tried to forget what I'd done to the Empress and her little girl. But there was no forgetting. I needed to find my next move. But all I had was that name. Delilah. Who was she? A threat? Or an ally? Word came from my second-in-command, Billie Lurk. In a house built on secrets, Lurk was especially good at uncovering them. There was a ship called the Delilah that hunted whales for Bundry Rothwild. A former deckhand who'd made good. Now he owned a slaughterhouse, and he ran his workers like a prison gang. A ship named Delilah. It could be a coincidence, but it's not. In Dunwall, things are always tangled up like a bag of snakes.
Favors. As Daud, you can use your network of spies and corrupt merchants to purchase equipment and upgrades before each mission. You can also pay for special favors. These favors can have a variety of effects in missions, such as granting access to equipment caches or revealing secret information. Alright, so we currently have 2,000 coins. Let's pack up on this, because sleep darts are very important. Okay, let's do that. Leave a non-lethal grenade that temporarily disables enemies. Let's do that. What are the favors I can do? Safe code, stolen runes, silent sabotage. A bribed worker will disconnect the security on the refinery valves. Using the valves will not sound the alarm. A bribed laborer will misplace a rune he found in a crate of old scrimshaw bound for the Academy of Natural Philosophy. The rune will be hidden in the sewer that spills out into the river. And a safe code. A guard overheard the code to the safe in the shipping office and will etch it on the wall. Let's go with the stolen rune. And that's it. Alright, so we know that. Learn Rothwild's secret. Enter the Rothwild slaughterhouse. The rune on the slaughterhouse. Yeah, okay. So, let me look at my powers. I have no runes. And I need runes, obviously, to... What's Arkane Bond? Share your powers with your... Ah! So that's how Daud's men can have his ability. He has the Arkane Bond. Share your powers with your assassin allies. At level 1, assassins will benefit from Blink and Vitality. This means they can teleport and get an increase in health. Oh, hang on. The Bone Charms. I almost forgot about the Bone Charms. Oh, I apparently don't have any Bone Charms.
Daud, you're here. I got bored, so I started without you. Turns out we're here on the perfect day. There's a strike at the plant, and it's no wonder. Rothwild runs this place like a prison. The stupid workers can't even get in without a time card. When the strike started, the butchers confiscated all the cards they could find. They've given the City Watch free rein to use force. If you ever wondered why I wanted out of the slums, here's your answer. There'll be other ways in, I'm sure of it. You don't mind if I tag along, right? Just to keep an old man safe. One last thing. I found something for you. I know you collect things.
Hey, a rune.
I'll be on the rooftops till you need me.
Alright, so... Put the sleep darts there, and let's put choke dust. Workers in the Rothwild slaughterhouse have rebelled against their boss and refuse to work until their conditions are improved, except for the butchers who remain on the job. Of course, because we have to have enemies. No mission items. And I need to find a time card in order to get in, really.
You have to give me back my time card. I can't get back in. You had no right to take it. Ooh!
Try and get past me, and I'll see you swinging from a meat hook.
Go home, mister. Orders are to confiscate those cards, no exceptions.
I hope you die weeping. All of you. I hope the plague catch you.
Now, unfortunately, my blink isn't fully developed. Hang on. Because this... I don't know if this one detects my enemies. See in the dark and see the locations of bone charms and runes. See in the dark and see useful objects and security systems through walls. See living beings. Oh, I gotta get the second one. I gotta get level 2.
Think you'll get your own squad after what happened last night? Never doubt. Huh?
Shit.
Probably rats into everything.
The runes are the most important ones. I can live without the bone charms, but I need those runes. can't tell how far that room is supposed to be.
Attention. Under plague conditions, failure to report for work at industries deemed vital to state interests has been declared treasonous by the Lord Regent.
Damn it. I had no choice. Killing a few enemies isn't too bad. You can still get a low chaos ending, but I don't want to do it too much. Nice. Bone Charm is right beneath me. Spirited. Potions give you moderately more mana. Well, it's something, so, you know. Ah, damn. Thought I had blink. Never know when deactivating the arc pylon could be useful.
This is a reminder that collective bargaining in any industry deemed vital to the state is a capital offense.
Well, don't do that stupid thing ever again. I overshot it. How do you overshoot that?
There's a man out on the river watching the place. If I weren't so young and pure of heart, I'd suggest he's up to no good.
Has been declared treasonous by the Lord Regent.
Well, at least now I don't have to kill this guy. Sweet. Come on, where is this guy? There he is. And just in case something happens, might as well create, save where I am.
This is a reminder that collective bargaining in any industry deemed vital to the state is a capital offense. These include metallurgy, whale collection and refinement, security services, and selected legal and clerical specializations. Consult the city barrister for clarification and enforcement.
Ooh, is that... Did that say Granny Rags? Granny Rags has written down various rituals and formulas to produce items of power. That's interesting.
They used to tell stories about a woman in the slums who did work like this.
Granny Rags.
Granny Rags. They said she was 100 years old.
Alright, so maybe we can find the ingredients to complete Granny's recipe. A page torn from an old manuscript written in a scrawling hand. The port side of a whale. The port side eye of whale, newly dead, plop it in the pot. Grizzly and red, weeper weeps no more, laid to rest on blood-etched floor. Do this for me, dearie, and I'll give you a birthday treat.
This is a public warning. Corvo Atano, the assassin and one-time royal protector, has escaped from confinement and is at large within the city. Any sightings of this state criminal must be reported to the City Watch at once.
You've had your fun, Witcher. When does the oil start to flow again?
It's all fixed, Chief. We got their time cards rounded up, and now we got their mouthy leader.
So you know the Regent doesn't give a shit who wins your little labor dispute. The Regent cares about the whale oil coming out on schedule.
He'll get what he needs. Just keep the strikers in line.
Damn it.
You ought to thank us. Sign the contract, and you'll be back at work tomorrow.
Aye.
Alright, so that wall of light was deactivated. rune's up there. Just gotta get to it somehow.
Things are bad. Could the city get any worse?
Chances are very good.
Twisted. We're the first ones to get them.
How do they work?
Well, obviously. Actually, I'm not sure.
That's... Lay a few out. Stryker's gotta hit one sooner or later.
I can't get up there. Damn it, I was really hoping I would be able to get up there.
This is a public warning. Corvo atop... The assassin and one-time royal protector. Has escaped from confinement and is at large within the city. Any sightings of this state criminal must be reported to the City Watch. Once.
Ah, god damn it, I can't get up there. Ah, I got up here,
The
nice!
slaughterhouse butchers are locking workers in the pump control station by the docks. If you could get in there, I bet the workers would tell you just about anything you wanted to know.
Good to know. But first, Void Gaze. And now I have to find 4 runes for Blink.
Screw 3.
Now there's some workers over here, and according to Billie Lurk, they can help me.
You ought to thank us. Sign the contract. You'll be back at work tomorrow.
For 2/3 paying with good men.
Due to abuse of this indulgence, any worker without a time card will be denied admission to the grounds and summarily terminated.
They won't let you in without a time card. But if you get us out of here, you can take mine. I'm not coming back. The key to the gate is in the break room across the yard from here.
Good to know. Damn, can't make it up there. I guess I'm just gonna have to hide the body over here.
Should we gather for whiskey and cigars tonight?
You know, I wish Dishonored 2 had more, like, hilarious lines like that. Like, you have, like, the, should we gather for whiskey and cigars tonight?
Do I look stupid?
What's going on? One there. No! Get behind him. Oh. You better hope I don't... I need some help, damn it. I got you.
No, you don't.
Stop messing around and come out at once. We lost them. When I find you, it's gonna be fast.
What the?
You know, you try sneaking up behind them, and they still spot you. Mr. Rothwild, I have great appreciation for the use of your space and your whales in the advance of my studies. All of Dunwall will be in your debt for your contribution to my work. In light of your recent difficulties, I have prepared for you a gift of my latest defense technology, the Arc Mine. It is based on my Arc Pylon and will provide superb protection against intruders and those who would interfere with our efforts. I am certain the device will serve you well. So the Arc Mine, if it's anything like the Arc Pylon, then that's not good if I want to do a low chaos thing.
Your luck will run out.
Then I'll demonstrate your faithfulness.
Abigail Ames has been detained on the slaughterhouse grounds, pending her interrogation, execution for sedition and treason.
We still need to get past that wall of light contraption they put
Rescued
up.
by the
If you can shut it off, we can slip past the city watch
It
when the
is.
time is
I
right.
did shut it off.
Is the wall of light down?
You're free to go. Make your way out of this place.
Thank you. Guess you took what you came for. Just, if you see Abigail Ames, tell her we still believe in her.
Alright, so we got the time card.
If the city's dead,
Should we gather for
we'll
whiskey
make it
and
3 more
cigars
months.
tonight?
I'm just trying to get to that gate. Alright, we made it. I'm gonna leave that bone charm over there. Deals with an arc pylon, and I just, Alright, but when this is done loading, I'm gonna stop right here. I didn't want to get too much done. I don't have a lot of time. I just wanted to get this started today. It just feels good to be back playing Dishonored. Even if it's only for a little while, you know? And it gives me a chance to say that I am really looking forward to that Death of the Outsider expansion pack. That's... Oh my god, I can't wait for that. Oh, it's gonna... Oh, I feel like it's gonna be so good. We actually are going to try to kill the Outsider. We are basically killing God. Good luck with that, Daud and Billy. Good luck with that.